Section 9.3, we will do an overview of these 11 studies that found neutral outcomes. Now, a few key themes and outcomes that emerged. Commonly short duration protocols, for example, 4 sets to failure, single sprint bouts. Very brief and low volume, not in the conditions appropriate to elicit sufficient thermal strain, also typically not even in thermally challenging environments. So a lot of these studies were in normal thermic environments, not environments with the risk of heat stress, high heat, high humidity. Cooling tools frequently used with inadequate heat flux. Remember, heat transfer, heat flux is what matters, not so much necessarily temperature. An example in Schiedler's study, which we're going to take a close dive on, they use really small little gel packs during a long run. Also short breaks, minimal session volume, insufficient exposure for cooling to take place. So it's really a misapplication of palm cooling. The key takeaways being that neutral results reflect study design limitations, not a failure of palm cooling itself. The recurring theme is that palm cooling works when heat is the limiting factor of performance, which makes sense on the basis of thermoregulation and the zeroth law. So the best use cases remain endurance efforts, fatigue mitigation, performance under thermal load, hot, challenging, metabolically demanding environments. The thermodynamics of biology are sound. The challenge lies in using cooling where, when, how. So context, implementation, execution, they really, really matter. Similar to 9.2, not going to go through study by study. We do have 3 studies selected that we will go in depth on later. I would highly urge you to take a look at each of these studies. The chart that will give them a quick overview here, these tables, we have these in the module, as well as a link to each of the individual studies I would recommend reading through to thoroughly understand exactly what the study found, concluded, what the design was, the methods were, and then how we can further interpret that.